When we saw the shift, when more producers started being self-sufficient in the box and came off of MPCs and all that, the main platform to create, to make music in became DAWs. Pro Tools, you can make beats in Pro Tools, but the main one is FL Studio. And a lot of the newer producers would capture their vibe, whatever they put on the master track, not understanding that when you bounce those files out, send it over to Kori to mix, everything that was on that, it's not the same because the crunch that they had, because they're making it super hot on the master, so it's hitting the clipper and it's clipping and it's giving it that digital distortion that everybody likes. But they lose that because when they send it over to you, how did you, how do you deal with those situations like that?
Fortunate for me, I dealt with that with folks that I could have a conversation with that respected what I did, because there was a learning curve for me as a mixer to go from that transition of being able to get files and mix. It took back and forth with certain producers to figure out, well, damn, like what? Have FL, and then discovered the whole clipper on the master bus that was causing that to be a certain way. Yeah. And so now one of two things happen. For me now, I have a plethora of clippers that I can A/B to them, but then a lot of times instead of like, hey, the stuff that you want to have that crunch, just print that, take that into the WAV file, because even if it's a distorted 808, even if it's a distorted 808, technically it's correct. It's incorrect because it's distorted if you want to call it technically, but if it feels right, that makes my job easier because I don't have to reinvent the wheel.
I think that learning curve hit all of us at the same time.
Yeah.
Because while you were dealing with that learning, because me and you, we've had millions of conversations about this same stuff here, and we get it on all sides. But it was definitely a gap, a learning curve that we all had to go through.
Yeah. I mean, we went through a period where everyone had subwoofers in their trunk. So the goal was to capture that low end bass. When we're talking about hip hop, that low end bass. So now everyone listening on their phones and their earbuds, but they want to experience that same bass. So how do you get that? Saturation and distortion. Those harmonics is where that came from. Back in 2004, you would hear, if you could transport us from 2004 to now, but your 2004 mentality, you would listen to something and be like, oh, that sounds so wrong because it sounds so distorted. That's a sign of the times that we're in. And it's not wrong. It's just the evolution of the sound.
Yeah.